Okay.
Hello, we are live now.
Yes, we are. Hi, Kathleen.
Hi, Zareta. It's so good to see you today.
It is, yes, I am driving. One of the great things about technology now is that I get to take the opening act community with me wherever I go.
Oh yeah, I
And
mean, Zareta, we are a traveling production company at this point. I mean, we are broadcasting from every nook and cranny all over the globe right
from
now.
everywhere.
Everyone joining at home, thank you so much for joining us. This is
Yes, we are.
Joy with Opening Act, and we have a great community coming together. Before we get started, can I just ask if you're watching on Facebook to take a quick moment and click the share button, because it is critical and important to share all of us out, all this joy that we can in this community and get it everywhere. So please take a quick moment and hit a quick share. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kathleen. And so to the OA community, my name is Zareta Ricks, and I am the proud executive director of Opening Act. And I humbly and excitedly welcome you to our 20 minutes of joy. Tomorrow, September 21st, we are launching our annual Power of 20 campaign. And tonight, we celebrate the joy of our community.
It's true. And we need to do that for so many reasons, because it is a big community. It is a powerful community. And honestly, Z, it's been a year, hasn't it?
It has been a year. It really has been a year. So any opportunity that we can to celebrate joy, I say let's go for it.
Let's do it. So to kick us off, Z, I mean, it's like, tell me, what is it, what's the thing for you right now? What's the thing that's bringing you joy right now?
The thing that's bringing me joy right now is honestly, again, just being able to leverage technology, right? Like I was so anti-tech. I was very old school. I prefer to pick up the phone and talk to people. And so now being able to share these moments in isolation, but still have community, to me, it brings me so much joy. So I have extended my virtual ability now. I'm connecting with family, with friends, even I've kind of like released my daughter now to be, more on technology because it's the only way that she can socially engage. And so really finding joy for me right now is not getting so refusing to be isolated and virtually connecting in meaningful ways. What about you, Kathleen?
I love you were just sparking my brain so much right now when you were talking about that, because I feel like the thing for me is just learning. It's like right now is this great time to kind of reassess, remap, reframe everything in our lives and the world around us. And like I'm taking Spanish lessons field outside in my community. That's something that's bringing me joy right now.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I just go to a field and with a handful of people and we're learning Spanish. And like these little acts of generosity, of community coming together and sharing knowledge right now, to me is like so powerful. So learning, connecting, and like I love this idea of like technology is like bringing us so many new opportunities, and it's just just focusing on what we can gain right now. That's so important. Well, we got a lot of people joining us right now. We do. We wanted to make sure, we really wanted to pack up this 20 minutes with a lot of joy. And so we have lined up a lot of joyful people. And I think that we all agree that the next two people joining us are top tier joy. If you can like rank joy, I think they're pretty top tier. So please, please welcome Susie Myers-Jackson and Kobe Labie. Join us in this broadcast. Hey!
That's high expectations. Top tier joy?
Listen,
I don't know where my...
That's my next top tier joy.
I like that. I like thinking about joy as being ranked. And I like thinking about being in a high percentile of joy. That's very satisfying for me all around.
Like upper echelon. Yeah. You are achieving.
Hi, everybody.
In here. So Gus is 9 and he's joining us. And I feel like he's not ready to get a tattoo yet, but one day he can also have top tier joy tattooed maybe on his forehead.
Top tier joy. That's
Tier
what
joy.
that's what
Well,
we're doing.
Susie and Kobe and Gus, you all know opening acts so well, and you know this work so deeply. Yes, Gus, you know this work very deeply. How can we continue to find joy right now?
Ooh.
That's the question.
Great question. I don't know. I can sort of speak for myself. I feel like when I figure out, it's a really good question. When I figure out how to like infuse everyone else with joy, I'm going to just become a guru and retire to a mountain somewhere. But in the meantime, I've been, and this will be near and dear to Susie's heart, I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks. Because for me, which is, since Susie, for those of you who don't know, is a very good voice actor. And I'm a little dyslexic, so I have trouble reading, and I love reading. And audiobooks are a really sort of meaningful way for me to keep up with literature. And one of the things that's really nice in this pandemic, or that I've found has really been healthy in this pandemic, is to find ways to take the space that I'm in all the time and just sort of leave it for a little while. And so, you know, I've been listening to a lot of books on tape, and that has been bringing me a lot of joy. And also a lot of the best books on tape are free, because there's a lot of like classic literature read by really wonderful actors, and nobody thinks that a book from the 1850s is going to make any money, so it's just free.
Well,
yeah, go ahead.
I want Gus to go next then, because I had asked him in advance to think about what was bringing him joy, and there's a good yes and connection here. So, Gus, do you
love it, Gus.
Bringing you joy?
What's been bringing me joy is reading.
Oh,
I see you, Gus.
Me too, Gus.
Yeah, and we didn't talk about this in advance, but like why does, I know what book are you reading now?
Harry Potter.
And why?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Why does reading Harry Potter bring you joy?
Because there's a lot of action in it, and there's a lot of mystery. Like, it gets your brain thinking.
Yeah.
Your brain thinking. Oh, that's kind of similar to what he was saying. Like, you can sort of escape a little bit.
Gus, is this your first time reading Harry Potter?
Well, I'm on the 4th book.
Oh, you're on the foot. You're an old pro. What?
Yeah, go ahead.
No. What's your favorite book so far? Did you like the first one, the second one? What do you think?
The 4th so far. I'm still reading it.
The 4th, you're in the middle. What a great place to be liking the one you're in the middle of the most. I approve.
Well, I read one time, I think this was maybe the author Anna Quindlen, and someone was interviewing her about parenting and like, what age was your favorite age of your kids? And she said whatever age they were at that time, like the present, which I've tried to embrace also. So sort of, and this leads to my joy, which is very much inspired by opening act. So, you know, homeschooling is a challenge. And one of the things that we've been doing since it started in the spring is every morning before we start homeschool is we do a check-in. As basically, I've stolen so much from opening act to manage this pandemic. And so we have a family, we circle up. We do a little meditation like we did at opening act. We set intentions, and we usually have a fairly competitive round of zip zap zap. But the setting intentions has been, would you agree, really important for us? Because it's, you know, every day feels a little bit like Groundhog's Day. And so usually my intentions have something to do with being radically present, which is also an open act sort of value.
Sure.
Like allowing myself to be surprised during the day. And I feel like that then allows me to find joy in unexpected ways.
I feel like the presentness thing is very helpful in this pandemic, because it's sort of definitionally a big bad thing that we don't know when the end of is. And if you sort of start to think about that and fixate on that, I don't know about anybody else, but I start to spin very quickly. Spiral. Yeah, that's the term. See, whatever term you want to use for it. I start to go do bad thinking. But yeah, I think that presentness, which is very much an opening acting. Yeah, oh, sorry, just 20 minutes of joy, not 20 minutes of spiraling. Did I get the wrong screen? Oh no! All right. Spiraling up. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, I'm jumping on my existential crisis stream right after this, so it's always hard to keep just with schedules. But it does bring me joy. Being present, I think, makes you really joyful. It makes it easier to deal with the fact that we don't totally know what's coming next, and we don't know what the other side of this is going to be, and that radical opening act presentness. Very good. And Gus has mastered it. Susie's mastered it. This is beautiful.
Well, I am just, this is delightful. I'm actually really enjoying this impromptu conversation, and I am looking forward to the rest of this. And Kobe, it's so nice to see you, by the way.
You too.
And it's fun that we're seeing each other on a live broadcast instead of just face-to-face having a chat. But it feels intimate still,
Yeah.
I'd love to ask, do you have any final words of wisdom? I mean, you're very wise, and we all know that. So do you have any words of wisdom to any young people who might be watching out there right now? Like, how do you find joy? Like, and I know that's a lot of pressure, but you are on the top tier.
Awesome. Yeah, no, and I'm the man to answer this question. Look, I don't know, and I think that there's Marcus, miss you too, buddy. I think that it's very okay in art and in difficult situations in life not to know what's coming next. I'm constantly surprised as an improviser when you inevitably get to that moment in a scene. Kathleen, you know about this, when you're like, oh, this is not going well. In fact, it looks to be no good way out of
2020, not going well.
Yeah, right. And it's very hard because it's easy to have certainty about the future. And that certainty is always a projection. You never really know what's going to happen in the next minute. You never really know what's going to happen in the next scene. And I think my sort of advice, a central tenet along with the sort of presentness thing is just look, even if we are not experiencing a lot of joy other than this glorious 20 minutes right now, just give it to the next 20 minutes, and you genuinely never know what it's going to look like.
I love that. Thank you.
So do I. Thank you, Kobe.
It's very nice to meet you. It's very nice to see everybody.
Nice to meet you as well.
Yeah, it's overdue, and enjoy the rest of this joy. Did we bring enough joy, like, per minute? Were we supposed to be responsible for like 3 or 4 minutes of joy? We did. I think we did. We easily did like 5 minutes of joy.
We did.
Top tier. Okay, all right.
And Charlie just added some more joy. Hi, Charlie.
Yeah, here's Charlie. Kobe, you owe me a Zoom date. I'll text you.
All right, let's do it soon. All right, it's good to see you all.
Bye. Thanks, Charlie. Thanks, Susie.
So we're so excited. We're going to keep this going. So, if you've been to an opening act workshop, maybe you have, maybe you haven't. I don't know if you have. I hope you have. They're amazing, if I may say so myself. But if you go, you'll notice that the teaching artists are really, really, really leveraging all of their skills and passions and talents and humanity to just create a space that is very joyful, that when you walk in, you feel seen and heard and valued. And we just have the best teaching artists at opening act. And so I'd love to just welcome 2 current teaching artists and 1 former teaching artist. So please welcome to the stage, if you will. We've got Dana Schulman joining us. We've got Halima Henderson, and we've got Marie Cecile Anderson joining us.
Yay! Hey, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome. Thank you all for being here. It's so lovely to have you here, and I hope there's some energy that is sparking right now. So, yeah, I mean, it's so Halima and I have been teaching together I just acted like we're still teaching together. We're not, but in my mind.
In my mind, we are. Nothing's changed.
We're just pulling out a lesson plan and having a laugh at the Starbucks. So, we've worked together for a really long time over the years with Opening Act. And, we laugh. Halima and I laugh and laugh and laugh together. And we were taught together at Clara Barton High School. And I'm just out of curiosity, is there anyone out there watching right now who's a Clara Barton person? If you're Clara Barton, please make yourself known, write a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And we can't forget, there's another great high school that's Susie. So I've had my Halima at Clara Barton, but Susie.
Yes. Well, and actually, this is interesting. So Kobe, who was just on, Kobe and I and Heather Och were the first teaching artists at Cobble Hill School for American Studies.
Oh my God.
And so Kobe helped me start that program. But then Halima and I, and then Justin and Megan and JT and an amazing rotation of teaching artists. But Halima and I have been there together for a really long time. So yeah, if there's any Cobble Hill folks out there, let us know that you're there.
So I got my start, Cobble Hill, room 204.
So Halima has brought me joy, I will say, in a number of ways. Over the last few months, I have taken her yoga class. She sent me, I just want everyone to know this, a birthday card in the mail.
I did.
People don't do that anymore. I got a birthday card in the mail from Halima, which was amazing. But Halima, we want to know from you, what's bringing you joy? What joyful wisdom can you share with us all?
So the first thing is real mail. So joyful. I love picking out the cards and mailing them. So I'm also happy, Susie, that brought you joy. I'm also really addicted to things on Instagram and crafts. And so I found this craft called a punch needle craft. And I'm no Martha Stewart, but I did this.
Wow. How is that? Cross stitch.
Look
Is
at
that
that.
cross stitch?
It's not. It's like this pin thing that you thread somehow with yarn and you like punch it in. Here's the thing. They said that this was a beginner kit and it should take you 30 minutes. It took me 4 months, but I did it.
I also just want to point out that we do have some Cobble Hill in the house because Deshawn is checking out Halima and Sean right there. Deshawn was in our program for multiple years of high school, maybe all years, I don't remember, and is proudly serving in our military right now, and we're so proud of him.
And shout out to Deshawn, who showed up for High Noon Improv recently, which was a ton of fun. And shout out to Jeremiah Thompson, who hosts High Noon Improv. You can catch it this Thursday at noon on Zoom.
Another way to bring joy into your life.
Yeah. It's all joy.
It doesn't have to be a punch needle. It could be improv at High Noon.
Punch needle is like so meditative and so like it's like tactile. You're bringing everything together.
Yeah. I was told it's not supposed to look like this in the back, but you know what? It's okay. We're only looking at the front.
No one will know.
It's okay. It's my joy. It's mine.
Thank you, Halima. Dana, what about you? Dana, you're kind of like this quivering, radiating globe of joy all the time. So
it's a little bit of an act, but it's true. It's like it's there. It's in my soul, right? It feels good. You know, if you bring good energy into a room, then everyone else is going to have it too, right? The camera turned on and all of a sudden I saw Marie and I haven't seen Marie in ages and I'm geeking out right now, y'all, because I planned what I was going to do to share joy. And then you literally put me right before like my musical comedy goddess icon. And now I'm going to be like, listen to my new ukulele and Marie's here.
This is great. Dana, you've got something special planned for us, so let's unleash.
Okay, great, awesome. Hey, how are you, everyone? Shout out to the Graphic Campus. If you're here from Graphic, put it in the chat because you're the best. Can't wait to be back next week. So during the quarantine, I decided that what kind of a comedian was I if I didn't have a ukulele? So I got a ukulele, and here's the secret. When I was in 5th grade, I took guitar for like a month. I learned 3 chords. D, A, and G. I learned how to play It's a Small World, which is public domain, so it's okay. But I also realized that if you play those chords in any order, it's every song. So now I can accompany myself when I musically improvise. So there's a song that I do with my students, but now I can play it on the ukulele also. And it's a little improvised song. So I was wondering maybe if Marie would sing with me. Would Marie sing with me? Maybe you'll all sing with me at the chorus and then make Marie make up a verse. Okay, great. This is how it goes. This is the chorus. Join in with me when you got it. You got it. It's been a great, great day. It's been a great, great, great day. Everything is going my way. It's been a great, great day. We're going to be off. It's okay. It doesn't matter. Here's my verse. All right. During quarantine, I finally got a kitten. I gotta tell you that I'm feeling very smitten. His name is Monster and he couldn't be any cuter. So we celebrated yesterday by getting him a little neuter. It's been a great, great day. Great, great day. Everything is going my way. It's been a great, great day. First, we're gonna clap right now. Whatever you say, whatever you do, I don't care if you can't sing. She can sing. I love cats. They've made me really happy in quarantine. I live alone and I'm lonely. But at least I have my cat. It's been a great, great day. It's been a great, great, great day. Everything is going my way. It's been a great, great, great,
Great day.
That was amazing.
Cat edition, fantastic. That was fantastic. So, Marie, you know, we've got to move into your joy here. You know, like we've got to.
That's it. That was it. Good night, everybody.
No, for those of you watching, Marie was a teaching artist for many years and huge part of the organization from the outset. So just so excited to have you on with us right now.
Oh,
and also, the other cool thing about Marie is she is the captain of the Power of 20 Teaching Artist group.
I'm gonna hunt everybody down and get them to donate. So we're gonna raise $1 million.
If you're watching right now and you're like, tell me more. So the address is right there. And you can support and make a donation to Opening Act right there. Just take a moment and do it right now. Why not?
Oh, donate.
Because Marie is the captain. And so Marie, you know, as the captain, Marie has a lot of work ahead of her.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't make cheerleading in high school, but I did make this captain of the squad.
It was very competitive.
Yes.
To get
so competitive.
It was so competitive to get this role. So, you know, you earned it, Marie. And so anyone watching out there, if you want to make a donation, Marie and all of our teaching artists who are incredible are the ones to send your resources to right now. So Marie, what is it that's bringing you joy right now?
Well, I have two things. First off, I've so much enjoyed watching you learn technology throughout this, Kathleen. I have been so impressed. I've logged into as many things as I can, and you're always doing such a great job. I did the High Noon Improv a couple weeks ago, and it was honestly, I needed it so badly. I've been pivoting from performer to I've gotten some jobs, you guys. It's very exciting, but I'm editing podcasts and producing.
I saw that come up on LinkedIn.
Yes. I'm editing. I can get it. I'll send you my resume. But I'm very excited. I have work. But of course, like everyone, we're just home all day. So it's been so great to just take a minute and do high noon and like stretch and laugh and just see old faces and especially just Kathleen, you've done such a great job and it's brought me so much joy. So thank you for that.
Technology, like Zareta said, like we're all just getting into technology right now in ways that we thought.
Well, my second thing is that I've really been enjoying hiking. And my parents actually let me bring a car up to New York City this time. So I actually have a car. So I've been driving to, I don't even know where. I just, in the middle of nowhere. And I turn my phone off and I just hike either alone sometimes or with friends. And it's just brought me so much joy being out in nature. So, you know, as much as we're online, it's really important to go outside.
Yeah.
I'm learning that. But I'm actually going to be hiking the Appalachian Trail at the end of October. I'm doing a week.
Wow.
So I'm selling all of my belongings too. If you see, yeah, that's a whole other story. But
the whole Appalachian Trail?
No, I'm gonna just go for a week. So, but it'll be 50 miles.
So are you selling all of your belongings before you?
I am doing that too. I'm going on an adventure, you guys. I have no idea, but yeah, gonna go out into the wilderness. See if
I think clearly in about 6 to 8 months, we'll all circle back where Marie's memoir for the debut of her memoir. We're going on an adventure and selling all my belongings.
Yep. I'll be living in a tree, but I'll be there. I'll have Wi-Fi up there. Don't worry.
Listen, thank you, Halima. Thank you, Dana. Thank you, Marie, for bringing and sharing your joy and being radically present with us right now as we come together. We're so grateful for you. We're so grateful for every teaching artist in our community, current and past teaching artists. As I'm sure anyone watching, Conrad, yeah, I'm sure you're watching. I just saw your comment. That the teaching artists are just very special. So thank you for sharing our joy together here.
Of course.
We got your back.
Got your back.
So, but you know, the joy spreads, right? And so Dana, you're always thinking production, you know. Well, yes, if you're like, this is way over 20 minutes, I apologize. Okay, so now I am very excited. They're all here and waiting patiently to join us. Actually, I think so. We're going to welcome some of our Act 2 fellows who are joining us. So these are former Opening Act students who are working with us right now within our staff. So we're really excited to have them on board. So we have Ian Reynoso that we're going to be bringing. I'm just Elijah Callahan. Yes, so Ian and Elijah are joining us right now. And we're going to bring Zareta back on screen here. Welcome, Elijah and Ian. Hi.
Hi.
What do you think?
Hi, Elijah. Hi, Ian.
What do you think?
Hello.
All right, so Kathleen.
Yes.
All right, and so I am going to put it back in your hands. I'm about to go through the Holland Tunnel.
Oh.
And so I'm going to put this back here. This is definitely not a moment of joy. But the great thing about it is when I come out on the other side, I'll see you all. So
Okay.
Kathleen, I'll put it back in your hands.
All right. Thank you, Z. Good luck in there. So Elijah and Ian, thank you so much for being here and being with us and being a part of our community. So I would love to do the same thing that we've done. I want to know what is bringing you both joy right now. Elijah, what are you thinking? What's on your mind? Like what is it?
Well, what's on my mind right now is like I've been playing video games to like kind of like keep my company. I've just got the Super Mario 3D All-Stars game like that came out on Friday, which is like a jam-packed game with like Mario 64, Sunshine, and like Galaxy, some nostalgic games that some people may have remembered in the past that I'm just like reliving right now.
Like for the first time? Like are you going through Mario Brothers for the first time?
I'm not playing Mario Brothers. I'm playing these like games. Like, so I've played 64 before, but I've never played like Super Mario Sunshine, which came out in like 2002 when I was like 1 year old. So,
Yeah.
you know, I was 1 year of age. There's a good
When I was graduating from college. That's cool. That's cool. Keep going.
you know. So there was a reason I wasn't playing video games, but you know, like I get to play them now.
No, I think go for it. Enjoy. I think they're finding, you know, the research on video games is compelling. Like it's distracting. It keeps you focused, and you know, so and it's Super Mario Brothers, which I really enjoyed in the 80s.
I was even like thought of in the 80s. My mom was doing weird hairstyles and wearing big pants in the 80s.
Yeah, my hair was up this high.
With a lot of hairspray.
And a lot of perms.
Yeah.
Ian, how about you? What is tell us about what's bringing you joy right now?
Well, what brings me joy is the same that actually what brings me hope. So actually, during this pandemic, my life had changed in a way that I'm not actually very excited about. But however, I'm learning how to deal with it. But I would say that the thing that is actually giving me hope right now is actually opening act, because I'm watching the world how it's changing, but I have more opportunity to achieve my goals in life. And also that is connected to what brings me joy, because just the fact of knowing and being that I will be successful bring me like joy.
Oh, that, and I have to say, Ian and Elijah and all the fellows, you all have been so. We've had some really great conversations since the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
And the fellows have been really pushing and prodding and asking difficult questions, and really just it's been really it's been incredible. Actually, it's been incredible to have all of you with us. Obviously, the pandemic happened. Who would have known? And to have all of you with us because we're just navigating this as we go, right? Like this
Doing it.
Yeah.
We're just doing it. We're building the plane as we're flying it as we go. And having your perspective as we're doing that has just been incredible. So,
and we could just share that perspective because you guys are just like so supportive. I know anytime that I share, I feel like a genius because everyone's like, I love that idea. And I'm just like, really? So like, Zoom meetings may be like a little bit kind of like when I want to go do them, but like in the Zoom meetings especially when I get to see you guys, it like makes my day. And who would have thought that a Zoom meeting could have done that?
I don't know. I mean, I always thought that I would have made your day.
I mean, you two always make my day. Like it's just like I have an infinite amount of joy just because of opening act. I'm just gonna go play Zip Zap Zop with myself in the mirror. I mean, it's a very boring game, but you know, it's funny either way.
No, Elijah, that's a desperate act. Just call me and we can do it over Zoom.
I'm down.
Well, listen, I'm just delighted that you're here, and I think I'm just so this is everyone watching at home. This is me improvising. I'm just checking. Okay, I'm gonna check back in with Z and see. I think she's still in the Holland Tunnel. So
If she's in the Holland Tunnel, Kathleen, you and I got this.
okay, you got this.
She's back. We're gonna wrap this up together.
Okay, because I see her in the backstage. I'm just gonna okay. Z, if you shake, like wave your, there you, okay, great. I'm bringing her back. Did you like, that wasn't the best improv. I'm just gonna come out there. That was more just me talking and doing things at the same time.
Well, Kathleen, thank you so much. And so, Ian, Elijah, it's so good to see you. And I guess I'll see you on Zoom tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, we are just like one big Zoom family. But really, to all of our supporters, thank you so much. We really are beyond the building. As you can see, I am in the Holland Tunnel at this very moment. Kathleen is, home. Susie's home. We have our young people with us. And I think that this is a great opportunity for us to just continue to build and to be in.
Oh, gosh.
So oh, no. Did I go out?
No, you're back. You're back.
Oh, okay. All right. So let me wrap this up really quickly. And so, Susie, opening act, has been centering joy for 20 years. And now more than ever, we need the support of our community. We want all of our students in New York City and beyond to have access to this incredible community. And we see such a powerful future. And so, Susie, I'll let you take it away because my signal is low. But thank you all.
Yeah, I mean, to me, I feel like one of my personal sort of mantras right now is to try and create stability in my life wherever I can, right? There's so much that is unstable, that is uncertain. So how can we create stability, and how can we both be innovative with all the ways that we have to change, and also center the values and the things that we believe in? And so for me personally, obviously my heart, my values, my joy is with Opening Act. And so for me, the Power of 20 campaign, which kicks off tomorrow, I really genuinely am seeing this as a way to reclaim 2020. I felt like this weekend, fall was in the air. It hasn't felt like fall to me since, school hasn't actually started for my children. But this week it does. And the Power of 20 starts. And I feel like there's like possibility and a chance to sort of restart and reclaim and do something that not only is stable in my life, but creates stability for Opening Act and for our incredible young people. So to me, that's what this Power of 20 campaign is. It's an opportunity to do something good, to take this year back, to feel really positive and joyful. And I'm a team leader. My kids are joining me. My sister-in-law is joining me. We're going to do a whole Myers-Jackson family situation. And I hope others will too. Because it's, I mean, how many times can we say now more than ever? But that's the reality. And so if you're watching this and you have believed in Opening Act in the past, then this is a time to double down on your efforts and your joy and your time and your energy to make Opening Act something that remains stable in the lives of our incredible young people.
Thank you so much, Susie. So always support us. Tomorrow, we launch Power of 20. And like Susie just said, and as you heard tonight, we need your support. Yes, a lot of things have been disrupted, but the great thing about it is Opening Act, our programs have not been discontinued, and we are expanding. And so join us, support us, Power of 20, 20 years more. And we thank you so much. And Kathleen, I'll give it over to you.
Oh, thank you, Z, so much. And I'm just going to, I see Halima's here, so I'm just going to bring him. Just because you're there and I want to include you, you're still there. I want to thank everyone who joined us tonight, all of our great guests, Kofi, Marie, and Tina, and Halima, and Elijah, and Ian, and Susie, and Gus, and Charlie, and Z. And I want to thank all of you who are watching at home right now or wherever you are, because we're all beyond the building at this point. We don't have, the idea of space has changed. And so we as improvisers are changing with it. And so the truth is that art is, you can take it anywhere, you can just pack it up and bring it anywhere. And so that's what Opening Act does. We know how to improvise. We know how to meet the need. We know how to get into a situation and look around and figure out what needs to get done. And we know now that we need to connect and we need to make art, we need to create, and we need to find joy together. So thank you for being with us right now. Please support us over the next 20 days. It's the Power of 20 campaign. It's our annual grassroots peer-to-peer fundraising campaign. We truly do need your support, and know that if you are looking right now to make an impact and you want to know that it's going to happen right now and it's going to translate immediately to joy, then this is the place to be. So please consider making a donation to us. So I want to thank everyone. Zareta, get home safely.
Thank you.
And if you're home, continue to be safe. And we always end every Opening Act workshop this way, so we'll do it every time. So what we're going to do is we're all going to fist bump our cameras and say, "Got your back." Does that sound good, everyone?
You got it. Yep.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Got your back.
Got
Yeah,
your
you're
back.
back.
Oh, cameras right.
That's bad.
All right. Thank you. And so we're going to end our broadcast, and then we're going to be premiering a video for the Power of 20 campaign that Abuser Arthur, who is an alum of our program and that works on staff with us has created. So we hope you enjoy it. And thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for sharing 20 minutes of joy with all of us at Open Impact.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Zareta, I think you're muted.
Oh my goodness.
Take two.
Thank you, Nadir. Technology. Opening Act has been amplifying and celebrating Black and Brown joy in New York City public high schools for 20 years. We say yes by providing theater and positive youth development programs that help to shape, help to cultivate, and help to elevate the voices of some of New York City's most brilliant young people. We are excited about the year ahead, and we know that the work that we do is important, but even more so now at this critical time. And so we ask that you join us as we endeavor yet again to bring our students everything that they deserve and so much more. We ask that you help us to go beyond the building.
Have you seen the world we're living in? From COVID-19 to police brutality and the fight for racial equality to many, many loved ones we lost along the way. 2020 hasn't been the easiest, but since I was 13 years old, Opening Act has always had my back.
So check this out. Here's what Open Act will be doing during our time of pandemic. Live virtual theater programming for our 57 schools, including our District 79 family. Open an Act for all. Arts education for anyone, anywhere. And college and career support for students and alum just like me. And it's free. Beyond the building.